What's going on Friday, October the 4th, 2024? For those of you watching this video for the first time, today's my birthday. 70. How about that? I was born October 4th, 1954 in Chicago, Illinois. And today is October the 4th, 2024. Where did 70 years go by? I don't know. Grateful to be here, though. My YouTube channel presently is going over the spectacular career of Rogers Hornsby. Very good ball player, very good hitter, excellent hitter. But his personality was left to be desired. What do I mean by that? He didn't get along with ownership, and he didn't get along with players in the 1932 season. As a result, he only played 19 games. He's on a 2-year contract. It's paying him $20,000 a year. From 1931, he played 100 games. Okay, player manager. 1932, he only plays 19, but he's still managing the club. What happened? 19 games. He got fired by management. They were disputing over players who are not performing. During the 1932 season, Cubs were struggling. Hack Wilson was in and out of the lineup. Remember, Hack Wilson in 1930, he's playing for the Chicago Cubs. He hit 56 home runs, batted .356, and had 191 runs batted in, a record. 1932, he was falling off. There was accusations of drinking, come to the ballpark, not performing. As a result, Hornsby was not getting along with players and the ownership. So the owner, I think it was Wrigley, Philip Wrigley, fired him. I think it was about middle of the season. But again, Hornsby's not playing that much. He doesn't put himself in the lineup because the previous years he had a broken leg, bad ankle, bad toes. He couldn't run as much, and his fielding was left to be desired. He was a second baseman, played over third base sometimes. Very strange. Anyways, halfway through the season, Hornsby gets fired. He's a free agent. So as a result, only 19 games played, 58 at-bats, 10 runs, 13 hits. Did you know he ended up with 2,930 hits? If he had played more of the 1932 season, he would have gotten 70 more hits. He would have been over 3,000 at this point. Well, he got 13 hits, 2 double, no triples, had 1 home run, 7 RBIs, 10 walks. He batted .224. This is a .358 career batting average guy. So .224, it just shows that he didn't have enough at-bats to really get his average up. 357 on base, 310 slugging, 18 total bases. Shameful. Pathetic year, 1932. I mean, come on, 19 games, 13 hits in a whole year, and he's getting paid $20,000. Had a 4-game hitting streak, 3 multi-hit games, 3 2-hit games. He had 2 games, 2 runs scored, 1 game, 3 runs scored. He had 1 game with 2 RBIs. Awful season for Rogers Hornsby, 1932. I read his biography. I've got it right here, Rogers Hornsby, a biography by Charles Alexander. I was going through it. A lot of players didn't like him. For some reason, he didn't get along with a lot of players. Now, I'm not saying every single player. I'm sure he had some buddies. And I'm sure early in his career with the St. Louis Cardinals, he got along. But as his career went on, there are quotes from players that say that Hornsby is a jerk. Not very good teammate. Now, I don't know how much is true or whatever. You'd have to really talk to guys who were on the ball team during that time. From what I'm reading in his biography, people called him names. The fans booed him. I don't know what was Hornsby. He had a certain personality. He didn't go to the movies, didn't smoke, didn't drink. He took care of his eyes, didn't read books that much because he wanted to see the baseball. And his philosophy, from what I'm reading on his biography, was when he was at the plate, he would try to hit the ball straight up the middle because he said that was the biggest gap in the infield was up the middle. So that was his philosophy of hitting. He was a really good hitter. I mean, 358. And up to this point, I've covered his career from 1915 through 1932. I got to rank him the second greatest hitter of all time, a right-handed hitter. Cobb is number one because he has a 366 average, 4,189 hits. But how about Hornsby? 358 career. And he played 23 years. Now, toward the end of his career, he's not playing as much. I've got the 1932 season. 19 games. And he's still got 5 more years to play. How many more games does he play? Well, in 1929, he played 156. He was playing a lot from 1916. His first year was 1915. So in 1916, he played 139 games. Then he goes 145, 115, 138, 149, 154, 154, 107, 143, 138, 134, 154, 140, 1929, 156. Now, in 1930, he played 42 games. That's where he broke his leg. Had a real bad accident with his leg on the bases. Pulled up. Not only sprained it, but broke it. He was in a cast. In 1931, he came back, played 100 games, but he was still hobbling around. And then right now, this video, 1932, 19 games. Because of all the squabbling going on, I don't know. And probably he would pinch hit and just have one at bat some of the games. So as a result, only 58 at bats in 19 games. Pathetic year, my opinion. All right, next video, 1933. We still got 1933, 34, 35, 36, and 37 to cover. We'll see how he does toward the end of his career. Talk to you later. I'm out.